Hey, what's up, tubers? Today, guys, some of y'all will be receiving some bad news. Amazon is at it again. No more warnings, no more tips, no more hints. It is officially here. According to the AFTV News, Fire TV, all of Fire TV streaming devices are now blocking piracy apps on installation, meaning when you try to sideload that app on there, you will be receiving a message that says, no, you cannot install this app because it carries piracy, meaning movies and TV shows. All right, let's get into this article right here. Let's go to it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end. It says Amazon has been slowly evolving its app blocking process ever since it was revealed that piracy apps would be blacklisted on the Fire TV devices last year. Users first began seeing the warning messages when launching apps that Amazon believed contained unlicensed content, but the apps were being allowed to open. Shortly after the warning escalated to a full block, preventing flagged apps from launching on Fire TV devices. According to YouTuber Tech Dr. UK, salute to him, that's one of my guys, Amazon has since tightened restrictions even further, now blocking piracy apps from being installed at all. Blocking installations rather than just blocking apps from running might feel like a minor distinction, but it eliminates a popular method Fire TV owners have been using to bypass the ban. Since Amazon appears to be blocking apps based on the app's package name, those who want to continue using blacklisted apps have been using app cloning tools to modify blacklisted apps or skirt detections. That means they use the app cloning tools and they made changes to the name where Amazon was looking at some of the most popular apps like BTV, Film Plus, and all of that, just to name a couple. So they, instead of calling it Film Plus, they might call it Plus Film. You get my drift? Something like that, or the Plus app. Anything just to change the name and change the package. You know, making minor changes on it. And that way they'll be able to sideload the apps. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that as well shortly. Amazon previously removed an app cloning tool from its app store, which made the process less convenient, but many continue to use it. Now, by preventing banned apps from being installed at all, it is impossible to use app cloning tools directly on the Fire TV devices, as the banned apps is never present. So what they're probably saying here, even though you can't use it on the Fire Stick, if you have another Android device, such as like an Android tablet, or maybe another device such as on 4K or something like that, you should, you can use it on that. I'm not sure because I don't use Amazon products anymore for streaming. But it says while blocking apps at installation instead of at launch, create a new obstacle. It ultimately does little to prevent determined users from using block apps. Cloning tools can be updated to modify APK files prior to the installation if there aren't some that can already do it, and various websites exist where users can alter apps externally. Additionally, pre-modified versions of many blacklisted apps are already widely available to install, which haven't been blocked by Amazon. So it's always going to be a cat and mouse game when it comes to these Amazon devices. But everybody is not capable of that. Some of us, who've been in the game a while, who know how to modify apps, change names and things like that, it's good for us. But for the whole, community of jailbreaking a device such as the Amazon Fire streaming devices, yeah, it's going to be complex for a lot of people. My suggestion is stop putting things on YouTube because this is all Amazon is doing, and other companies. They're finding YouTubers such as myself and others who are presenting and showing you how to do it. How do you fix that? Create a Facebook group. That way you got people go over there, but just watch who you allow in there. Maybe put the people that's subscribers, something. I mean, just minimum, or Telegram, because Amazon ain't doing nothing but going to YouTube because it's the one of the biggest platforms out here for getting information. So a lot of them don't use Signal. A lot of them don't go to Telegram. A lot of them don't go to Facebook or nothing like that. And you can present it there. That way, people who you know, they'll be able to use it. You just got to hope that they don't, release it on platforms like YouTube. All right. So after reading this article, man, it is a lot of comments down here. One includes, I believe, a gentleman who said he was watching TV at night, went to sleep, woke up this morning, Amazon done factory restarted because he had all these apps on there, but they factory reset. I mean, not restart, but factory reset his device. Remember back in the day, Amazon was notorious for that. They would send a signal down just because you used the same email to set up these devices. They would send a signal down, and people woke up, or when they turn on their television, it would be factory reset. So I believe the gentleman who left that message. But here's the thing. There are a few devices that you can get. Just leave Amazon alone. If you come across this channel, you learning, or you woke up and you going to YouTube and you searching, what you need to do, forget that Amazon streaming device. That includes the Lite, the 4K, the 4K Max, and the Fire TV Cube. Go over to Walmart or order it from Walmart, deliver it to your home or place of business. There are devices called the ON 4K Stick, the ON 4K, the ON 4K Plus, and the ON 4K Pro. These devices right here will get you going. They budget under 50 bucks. Matter of fact, the most expensive one is only 45. The most powerful one is only $30. You get my drift? Also, there's another device if you want to stay, using Android devices, but they use Google TV. You can actually use the Google TV streaming 4K. Again, the Google streaming TV 4K. This device you can find at Best Buy, Target, Walmart. You can find them. They're there. If you go over there, that way they're a little bit more expensive, between 69 and 79 bucks. They're a little bit more expensive, but you can stay with it, side load your apps over there, and be right back up and going in a matter of no time. All right? So, again, sorry if you're waking up to some bad news on your Fire Stick, but if only you did a little bit of more research, you would have found me, who've been telling you for like 2.5, 3 years, it's time to leave the Amazon Fire TV Sticks and Cube alone, because I saw it way, way before they even started making these announcements. So what are you going to do? Are you going to hang out and try to hang with the sticks or the cube because maybe your device haven't been hit? Some of y'all always say, man, I'm rolling till the wheels fall off. I don't know why you're going to do that, because it's going to be a day you come home and you're going to cut that device on, and it's probably going to be hot. It's probably going to be 18 feet of snow, and you just going to be out of luck. Go ahead and get to it. At least buy it and just have it on standby. All right, that's the minimum. Even if you're gonna ride it out till the wheels fall off, go get your device. That way you don't go, because you might go to Walmart and guess what it might be? Out of stock. I'm just letting you know in your area. All right. Please leave a comment. Let me know what device you're using. Budget device. Let's stick to budget devices. I know we got the Apple TV, we got the 4K, we got some buzzes, we got some formula. Some of them devices are well over $100. All right, let's help the community out. Let's 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 just help out. But let me know if you're going to share this. Please share it to your communities. Also, thumbs up the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and we will go from there. Y'all be safe out there. This is Superdell, and I'm signing out. Amazon, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong, Amazon. You're wrong. I'm out. Peace.